Okay, so welcome everyone to this virtual community meeting to discuss NPA 2024-0024.01. And nobody is here other than staff and the applicants, so I'll just move through these slides. The property is in the North Burnet Gateway Neighborhood Planning Area. Mark Walters is the meeting facilitator. My name is Maureen Meredith. I'm the Plan Amendment Case Manager. Sherry Sawadis is the Zoning Case Manager, and this is our contact information. The agenda tonight, I'll go over basic case information, guidelines for group discussion, how to participate in this process, why is there a plan amendment application, what is a future land use map. After my presentation, Amanda Swore, the applicant's agent, will do a presentation. And right now there is no participants in the meeting, and so we may just have a skip through the questions and answers, but we'll wait to see if anybody shows up later on. Property addresses are 2700 and 2700.5 Gracy Farms Lane. It is actually, that should be 3.07 acres. Correct that. Okay, can you still see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, 3.07 acres. The case number NPA 2024-0024.01. Project name is 2700 Gracy Farms Lane. The request is to change the future land use map from mixed use to high density mixed use. The associated zoning case number is C14 2024-0005. The zoning request is to change the zoning from TODNR, which is Transit Oriented Development Neighborhood Residential Subdistrict, to TODCMU Midway, which is Transit Oriented Development Commercial Mixed Use Midway Zone Subdistrict. Property owner applicant is CREA LLC, and Amanda Swore from Drenner Group is the agent. Since we don't have any participants, I will just scroll through these slides. The meeting is being recorded and will be posted to the publicinput.com/neighborhood plan amendment cases website tomorrow morning. You can email me. People who watch the video can email me or Sherry with any questions that you have. When the cases are scheduled for Planning Commission, City Council, if you live within 500 feet, people will get the notice in the mail of the date and time of the meetings and how to participate in the public hearings. So why is there a plan amendment application? Neighborhood plans are adopted by City Council as amendments to the Imagine Austin Comprehensive Plan. And City Charter requires zoning changes to be consistent with the comprehensive plan. And most neighborhood plan amendments are changes to a future land use map, also called the FLUM. This map shows the areas in blue that have City Council approved neighborhood plans. The neighborhood plans have a document that has the vision and goals of the planning area, and also a future land use map. In this case, the property is the light brown mixed use color, and the request is change is for the high density mixed use, which is the darker color mixed use land use. So this is the overview of the property, the aerial photo. This is a aerial photo with the land use overlaid. You can see sort of a lighter brown on the north side of Gracy Farms Lane and the darker color brown on the south side. Here is the zoning map. It shows it's within the North Burnet Gateway Neighborhood Plan. The Google Map screenshot of the property. Screenshot of the property facing the street. This is the Imagine Austin Growth Concept Map, and these colors represent regional centers, town centers, and neighborhood centers. And the property is within the North Burnet Gateway Station Regional Center. This map shows the property in relation to the surrounding public transportation. You can see the Metro Rail, suburban trails, and bus routes along Burnet Road. and also along Gracy Farms. That ends my presentation. I will stop sharing my screen. And you can start your presentation.
Awesome. Thanks, Maureen. I think you covered just about everything that we have, but we'll go ahead and put it on for the record. So the property we're talking about is 2700 Gracy Farms Lane. There is a zoning and future land use map amendment associated with the case. And we're here today for the city facilitated neighborhood plan amendment meeting. Next slide, please. As Maureen said, this is situated within the triangle of Mopac to the north and west, the Capital Metro Red Line to the east, and Gracy Farms to the south. Next slide, please. This just brings it a little bit closer in and shows the existing development on the property today. The property today is developed with a hotel motel use that has 136 rooms associated with it. It is within the North Burnet Gateway excuse me, Imagine Austin Regional Center, and has the really great access to transit for this part of town, as Maureen mentioned. Next slide, please. The proposed rezoning is from North Burnet Gateway NR, which is the neighborhood residential subdistrict, to the CMU Midway zone subdistrict, which this is the accompanying case to the future land use map amendment. The future land use map amendment is an amendment from the mixed use subdistrict to the higher density mixed use subdistrict. This modification is required to allow us to seek the CMU Midway zoning district. Next slide, please. The largest change between the two is the bonus capacity that is allowed with the rezoning. So the base height and Florida area ratio that is established today under the neighborhood residential at 40 feet and Florida area ratio of 1:1 stays the same. To be able to exceed that, we are required to participate in a density bonus program. That bonus program would allow the project to bonus up to a 10:1 Florida area ratio and up to 350 feet in height. As Maureen said, this project is consistent with the goals of the North Burnet Gateway area. It is consistent with the Imagine Austin plan, and we are happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda. Maureen, do you want to put up your contact information one more time and tell anybody who may be viewing this in the future what's the next steps in the process and how can they get involved?
So here's my contact information and Sherry's contact information. The next step, my team will meet. We'll make a recommendation on the request to change the future land use map from mixed use to high density mixed use. And then the zoning team will meet. They will make a recommendation. They'll make a recommendation on the zoning request. Once we finalize staff recommendation, we will work with the applicants, Amanda, and start looking at prospective planning commission and city council dates. It has not been scheduled and we don't have those dates yet, but people can reach out to me and Sherry for any updates.
Thank you, Maureen. With that, we will end the meeting now and get back to what we were doing before.
Stop the recording.